Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a comprehensive love it or leave it on all the recently released highlighters that I've gotten my hands on recently. And also, before I get into that, I don't usually introduce myself in my videos, but in case you don't know who I am, my name is Aleema. This is my channel. Hi. I make videos once a week. I aim for once a week. Sometimes I get derailed. Subscribe below, leave a comment, say hi, and so let's get into these highlighters. Alright, so the first highlighter is going to be the Estee Lauder Bronze, what am I saying? Estee Lauder Heatwave. And also, excuse this thing that's happening with my hijab. I just came from being outside and I didn't want to wear that color hijab, like the pink one. I always wear that one. It's like my favorite hijab, but I don't want it to seem like I'm just only wearing that one. It just happens to be when I do a video I'm wearing that one. So I just kind of tossed this on and I didn't feel like pinning it, so I just wrapped it. It looks kind of odd, but don't pay attention to it. I'm having a weird hijab day right now. So this is what it looks like. I don't have the original version of Heatwave to compare to you guys. So that came out before I was actually, oh, this is too tight. Before I was actually really into makeup. But this one, I do believe, so this one's what it has. It's circular form, while the other one is more rectangular or squarish. And it has like little spindles. I don't know, like it reminds me of like the spokes on a wheel carriage that they used to have for horses. Like those little things, just yeah. So and then some of them were oversprayed with bronze. So I only used the middle so I can show you guys the bronze on the outer parts on certain areas. And that part was really glittery. And that's the part that a lot of people swatched at first and said, oh, it's glittery. But once you get rid of that, it's just a nice smooth sheen. And ignore the glitter that's already on my hands. I was at Sephora on my day off looking for a palette that might be out that shouldn't be. But anyway, so that's what that looks like. It's just very light gold color, like, you know, Whisper of Guilt, Old Darling, those type of colors. Laura Geller's. What's the name of that highlighter? I don't own it, but I can't remember the name of it. It's really pretty. It has a similar tone. It's gonna bother me if I don't remember the name of that. Oh, of course, this one was limited edition, though they did bring it back, and they might bring it back again, of course, so just keep your eyes peeled. So the next highlighter is from NARS, and it's their Banc de Sable. He's NARS Francois. It's French. Francois NARS. Why did I say his name backwards? So I don't know French. Banc de Sable. Okay, so I'm gonna stop trying to say that. I know it has something to do with a bank. You know, I get that. So it has 3 colors in it. It's very pretty. These powders are very soft. These highlighters are not dramatic. It's more of a natural highlight. It's what I'm wearing today. I did build it up to make it more noticeable because I like more noticeable highlights. And so it has 3 shades. You can wear them alone or mix them. And I just like it because it has colors for every skin tone. So if you're very fair, you can go with this light silver shade. More medium has, you know, the traditional gold. And if you're darker skin, well, you can wear all 3 for the most part. I feel like you could, because everything will be lighter than you. But you could also wear this too. And it'll be more of a natural, more of a goldy, where everything will look more stark. And that does look nice, but sometimes you might want your own version of a more not as bright and stark highlighter. So I'm gonna show you what these look like. And also, these powders are so soft. Where can I swipe them? On my hairy arm. But look how soft one that one is. But that is what they look like. And you can use these wet or dry. I have used them wet before when I wanted to amp up the shine, and they do work. very nicely. I do feel like I started to pat this one down a little bit today. Like I started to almost create a hard pan. It's not exactly a hard pan, but it looks a little hard pan-ish. So this one's a palette. So this one is the Anastasia Nicole Guerriero collab glow kits. So this is what that looked like. I'm sure if you do not live under a rock, you know what this palette looks like. But yeah, so I decided to include this because I did recently get it. So these highlighters are very metallic, very dramatic. They have glitter particles in them. People who say they're not glittery, well, I'm not going to talk about those people, but for me, these are very glittery, but it's not really offensive. It does highlight texture if you have it, though, but I really don't mind because, I mean, I feel like, sometimes I have texture that I don't always do, so I don't really mind owning this because sometimes if it's not there, it's not a problem. I feel like blended out, sometimes some of these shades look the same on me. I think it's on my pants. Like, if I were to wear these two, they wouldn't show much of a difference when it's blended out on my cheekbones. Because they're very metallic, so they look very silverish on me. Even though that is a pink. It doesn't reflect pink on me. The blue does look nice. The white with the blue reflect. Try to show you guys. And then of course Glow Getter and 143 I can wear with no problem because they're very gold. And that's what those look like. Right, so that's a Nicole Guerriero glow kit. So continuing with Anastasia, this is the Anastasia Aurora glow kit, and I showed you guys this in my IMAX haul. I don't know why I like to keep the sleeves of the glow kit. So this is what this one looks like. It has 6 shades and it's very reminiscent of the Moonchild palette. It's the same size as the Moonchild palette as well. And they both have duochrome, very unusual colors. I don't mind wearing colors like these on a regular basis since I work at Sephora. You're expected to not always be wearing, I guess, normal makeup at times. So, not really saying normal, but like, you know, a neutral makeup look that everyone wears. You're expected to show your artistry a bit. So, yeah, so I bought this for $44. And I haven't been mentioning the prices, but I will link, like, put them in in the video as I'm talking about them. Though these are colorful, they're not too colorful in the way that they would become less of a highlight and more of a blush. They still work as highlights. They're still very metallic. These do have glitter particles in them. I guess that seems to be the road Anastasia seems to want to take, even though I would prefer if she stayed with the other glow kits, which is like the Sun Dipped and the That Glow kits. I like them. They weren't as metallic as these. So these are the colors. My camera finally shut up on me, and thankfully I caught it. And like I was saying, I don't know if I caught this, but these colors, as unwearable as they look in the pan, you know, concentrated, when you blend them out, certain colors will work more for certain skin tones than others. Like some of these peachy shades and even the yellowish green would work fine on me, and no one would really know that I'm wearing a different colored highlighter. The blue wouldn't work for me because it's, well, for anyone really, because it's blue. The middle color, it has more of a silverish color, the middle color on the top row. That one would work more for fair skin tones. It would look very, like, just like a normal highlighter. The purple, I guess people would think that you're wearing more of a blush than anything. Like, these aren't really odd colors. Like, even the green one has a lot of gold in it. So on me, it looks like I'm wearing a gold highlighter, not really a green one. So yeah. But yeah, if you're not into these, then don't get them. But I don't think they're like the most unpractical thing in the world. Marc Jacobs Do You. And it is a gel formula. It comes in a pump and it's and it's in the same packaging as one of their foundations that I do not own. Because I couldn't find my color, and I don't know, I was just having a hard time. So this is this light bright gold color. It reminds me of all those gold highlighters that everyone goes crazy for. And I put too much, wasting product. This is what it looks like. It doesn't necessarily smell like coconut, but it does have a smell to it. Because I know this is part of the coconut line. It smells more like a vanilla-ish with a little bit of coconut in it. And the thing that I'm noticing now, even as I'm blending it out, is that the formula, since it's a gel and not like a lotion or a cream, is a bit harder to blend out. And since it's a gel, it doesn't take long to dry. It dries as you're applying it. And that's something that I really don't like, because it makes my highlighter go on patchy because it dried while I'm in the middle of blending. So I have to go, I can rarely ever wear this alone. I have to go on top of it with a powdered highlighter, just of a similar color. So it kind of goes with the Estee Lauder Heatwave, even though it looks more gold, like a bronzy-ish gold compared to this. It's more of a lightish gold, but when you blend it out, it looks the same. But yeah, so I have to apply other highlighters on top of it to make it look more even on my cheeks. So that's the only thing. So I don't know if I'm going to return it. I've been thinking about it, because like, what if I just wanted to wear it? Because it dries in a way that's not sticky or like overly hydrating. So it would be nice if it didn't dry in 0.25 seconds. I'm going to start with Cover FX. Cover FX came out with some new highlighters, and I picked up 2 of them. So I'm only supposed to get 1. Really, I was not supposed to get none. But this shade is Blossom. And what I noticed from these shades, these newer shades, is that they're not as intense as the previous collection, the previous set that came out together. And I felt like that's because Cover FX listened to what everyone was saying. A lot of people were complaining that they were too intense and not wearable. And now people are complaining that they're not as intense and they want them. So I don't know what you guys want. But anyway, I was fine with them being as intense as they were, because that meant I had to use less. But this isn't bad either. So this is Blossom. It's a nice light pinky color, which I don't know why I was drawn to it. And these blend more nicely. It gives you time, because these are a bit, I don't know, someone said it was oilier, and they do feel that way, but it's oily until it dries, and then when it's dried, it doesn't move. So this has even a little pink sparkle in it, but it's not like, I don't notice it when it's on my face. It's really refined and really, like, you really just have to blend that out to see it. I, however, think this would be too dark for fair skin tone to use as a highlighter, because it's so colored. So you might have, this might be a nice blush for you guys, a nice luminous blush. And these are $42. So next one is another Cover FX drops in Halo, the one everyone's like, the unicorn shade. I'm not gonna call it, or the holographic shade. I think it's more of like a dual chroma shade. But anyway, I'm going to be covered in, like, I don't know what. I'm just going to put this here. I feel like that's where, whatever. Okay. Let's find a finger that's not saturated in color. Ooh, so see, you can right away see how blue that is. So this one's definitely much more pigmented than Blossom is, and I think that's just because of the nature of the color. Because it's dual chroma, it has to pull strong. Otherwise, what's the point? So that's what that looks like. Very blue and pretty, and I wear this a lot. And also, what I noticed with the packaging is that Cover FX did change the packaging. There is like something in here to help to scrape off the excess product. Ooh, to scrape off the excess product off the syringe. Is that what this is? Dropper, I guess. So that it's not leaking everywhere. Because my other drops in Candlelight. I have the shade Candlelight. It doesn't have that. It just comes and goes freely as it wants. I have the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick in Supernova. And they are coming out with another shade. It's supposed to be a very peachy color. I like this, and but this also might be one I might be considered returning just because of the back. But before I even get into it, let me tell you more about this product. Ooh. It's a cream in a stick form, because Milk Makeup, I watched like a video, I got trained on a video on them, and they're very minimalistic, I guess, makeup on the go, very easy to apply, you don't really have to, no fuss, you know? So they made this in a stick form, which is very nice. The only thing is that it's very emollient. See, like, it looks like a lotion the way it like sticks the hairs on my arm. Well, this one didn't do that. These are really similar. I didn't know these were so similar. This one's more blue, that's purple, but like, damn, I didn't know that. Anyway, and it's like having a cream on your hand. The only thing with that is that it can possibly disrupt your makeup underneath. See how it just blends it out? Like, I would prefer to stay like that. It can disrupt your foundation underneath when you're trying to blend it out. So I would not recommend, if you're going to use this, that you swipe it on. What I do is I take a beauty blender. I use the mini ones. I take that and I dab it on the product, and I dab it on my face. Because if I were to do it anyway, when you try to blend it out, even when I tried using it on my finger, it moves my foundation. And it's really annoying when you spend all your time on your foundation for it to move it like that. So don't really be at the drugstore. So this is the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. It's so pretty. It reminds me of Heatwave, but I think it leans more pink. Like, it has almost like a pink duochrome. I'm not crazy. And I didn't want to mess up the design because it's so pretty. But yeah, I think it like, so it reminds me of MAC's Extra Dimension Blush and Beaming Blush, because it's a gold that pulls pink when you shift it. I think it does. Yeah, it does do that. I'm not crazy. It's pretty. Very cheap, very good. If you see it, get it. Why not? It's not like it's overly expensive or anything. So that's it for my Love It or Leave It highlighter edition. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, because I don't know what should I do next for my videos. What video should I do next? Let me know. I need some ideas. And that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know, and maybe I'll do another edition. What is there a lot of now? Liquid lipsticks, but yo, the battle that would be like, I don't even have all the brands that I know are out there. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.